My colleague here helped me with some of the things I'm going to talk about faster. So as you have seen, super pedestrian is a remarkable piece of technology, and we are on the other end of the spectrum in terms of how we look at electric assist. Right? So we have taken a traditional approach. We have the motor and the battery, etc. So I'm going to go through a few of the things with you, and then we can have some questions we can address. So, Sean, if you can. So this is our motor. We call it a 2018 model, and it has got a significant amount of upgrades. We have been in the company since 2009, and we have gone through several level of evolutions of our product. So here we have got a new torque sensor, a new free hub cassette. As some of you may know that we had actually a free wheel system in 2016. We switched over to a free hub system, and the free hub system, the way this is integrated is it has got a number of sensors embedded inside. And we have also come up with new interfaces. We call them a wired plus minus controls. We have a wired console. We also have a compatibility. We were the first e-bike company actually to have a wireless system, which also was AND Plus compatible. So AND Plus is kind of an ecosystem we had adapted to before Apple decided to go to Bluetooth low energy, which kind of derailed a lot of AND Plus activities. So we had to kind of modify the system to have AND Plus and BLE compatibility, which is what we have today, is to have the product being compatible with Apple, we have to evolve to have that compatibility. We have integrated speed sensor in the hub, and we have new drive elements. So you are welcome to come and try out. We have got a few trikes also in the booth for you guys to try out. And go ahead, next slide, Sean. So we have speed limits wise, we can do up to 45 kilometers per hour or 28 miles per hour. We have the motor can deliver 750 watt maximum power, max power, and 45 newton meter of max power. So this is we call it a 5-phase technology. So it's very different than a 3-phase technology because we have got different way, the way we control the motor. The way we do 5 phases because we want to have a zero freewheeling resistance when the battery is dead, essentially. So we can pedal easily. That's kind of our claim to fame, is that we can have a zero freewheeling resistance with the motor. And that was the aim. That was the reason we went from a 3-phase to a 5-phase system. Next one. Go back. So we can do any wheel size from 16-inch onwards. We have done a few green speed Recumbent as well. Our wheels are hand built in the US. We mostly use velocity rims, for example, cliffhanger rims or arrow heat rims. Next one. The standard configuration which we ship, which is basically what we stock, is vertical dropouts. So our motor is dependent upon the dropouts, how the motor actually goes into the frame, and so that is one of the important criteria to be able to specify the motor. 135 millimeter dropout, which is standard for most of the bikes. 32 spoke bolts. Those are the standard configuration we have. We do have non-standard configuration because we do tandems, 145 millimeters. We have 160 millimeter, 170 millimeter, and 190. So we can do any sort of dropouts which you require. We can do 36 holes, 40 holes, 48 spoke bolts. So spoke bolt also is available with different configurations. 11-speed cassette compatible, disc brake compatible, and then we can do 36 or 48 volt batteries. We can do 24 volt as well, but the 24 volt. So this is kind of a cutout inside. We have approximately 16 sensors inside, and you can see we have got a lot of action in the cassette system itself. We have got integrated electronics. Batteries, so we have got 5 batteries which we are able to ship with the motor. We have a 400 watt-hour battery. It's a 2-year warranty on the batteries, 5-year on the motor. This one is the bottle mount down tube, 400 watt-hours. Then we have this one, we call it LI7, which is about 700 watt-hours. And then we have LI9, which is a smaller profile, another 700 watt-hour battery. And then we have a flat pack. LI should be LI11. It is a 500 watt-hour 48 volt pack. So we have got a trike there with 2 of those batteries. So the upgrade has been also with respect to the connectors. We have gone to IP66 system, which is basically a waterproof system in terms of connections of the electrical connections. Go ahead, next one, please. And we have also made the system compatible on a smartphone. So we were actually, go back one slide. So we were actually the first company to come up with a smartphone app in 2011. At that time, the cell phones did not have enough battery power to be able to run that. So we had, and also AND+ compatibility was still an issue on smartphones. So the smartphone app we have available for Android, iPhone. We also have similar features available on a PC. So we have an e-bike lab or on a Mac. So we give it different names. We call it Falco Flash for the apps, and we call it e-bike lab for the desktop systems, like a PC and Mac. We have a wireless console available, so you can see here. So you can control your system wirelessly with simply the plus minus and LCD screen. We also have simpler controls available, which is we call a wired plus minus, so you don't need an LCD. And all of our systems are throttle compatible as well. So you can just sit and push the throttle, and you can actually coast. So that is something which is, I think, which is not available in Europe. It is not available in most of the European systems. So only American systems have that kind of feature, or some Chinese systems say have that. But it's something which every end user wants to have a throttle in a way. So this is our AND+ BLE compatible wireless module which connects to the motor. And go ahead. So this is a standard configuration. Here you have a wheel and a battery, a wireless module, and an LCD screen. So that basically is your standard configuration, which is what you have here on a cat trike. You can see the motor, the battery, and the wireless part here. And then you can add a throttle to it. And then we have a new technology which is called indoor-outdoor e-drive. It is available for demo in our booth. So this allows to convert your trike into an indoor exercise machine. And it also integrates with virtual reality. So you could actually put virtual reality glasses, and you could be riding in London, or you could be riding in Paris, or you could be competing worldwide with a lot of, so we integrate directly. This is one of the AND+ features which we have exploited, that we can integrate the drive with something called Zwift. So it's a virtual reality, and we are able to simulate the road. So the motor has the capability to be able to simulate the road. So if you're going up, the motor will actually become stiffer to pedal. If you're going down, the motor will become much easier pedal. And if you hit the gravel road, the motor will start vibrating. So those are some of the things which you are welcome to experience in our booth. We do have a setup where we have a screen, and you can see that as soon as you start pedaling, the guy on the screen will also start moving, and you can be part of the virtual reality environment. So that's the end of my presentation. Thank you.
Any questions? Any questions? I guess not.